Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 59 of Stronghold SHX, the road to $3.33 with myself, CryptoBanker SHX. I hope you're well. It is September the 27th. It's a Saturday. Before we dive in, just an important prerequisite, as always, that I am not a financial advisor, and nothing I ever say or do should be taken as financial advice. I do not endorse SHX at any price point. Now, over the last 24 hours, we've seen nearly a 10% increase in regards to price on SHX. We're currently ranked 361 out of all of crypto. And that means that it's just around 1.763 cent. We have seen a decrease in volume of 1.83% in the last 24 hours, currently sat just above $972,000 in SHX. Now, what I wanted to speak about on today's episode is this from the official Stronghold account. Now, it's going back and reviewing and sharing news from the SALT Conference 2025, which was essentially Kraken's institutional exhibition and conference in relation to crypto and blockchain. Now, they say back from SALT Conference 2025, the offstage buzz, digital asset, treasuries, which are DATs, institutional access, on-chain assets, compliance, DATs, the bridge between DeFi and TradFi, Stronghold is building the rails. Now, I would say that actually they've already built the rails. But here is Tammy Camp. This is right at the beginning of the video. So whoever edited this, it's quite amusing. But she's not singing. She's actually presenting. So let's see what she has to say about SALT.
I'm Tammy Camp, CEO of Stronghold. We just got back from the SALT conference in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and here's what you really need to know. Crypto has become the infrastructure behind institutional finance. The panels were solid, but the most important conversations, they were happening off stage. Behind the scenes, everyone was talking about digital asset treasuries, or DATs. Shortly after the conference, it was confirmed that Galaxy Digital, Multicoin Capital, and Jump Crypto were working on a multi-billion-dollar Solana-focused DAT with Cantor Fitzgerald as the lead banker. No, it wasn't announced on stage, but if you were there, you heard it directly from the players involved. Deep dive meetings, strategic chatter. It was clear something big was coming. This DAT, which is now out, will be one of the largest of its kind, a publicly listed vehicle that holds digital assets with institutional access and regulatory guardrails. DATs are important because they allow institutions to invest in crypto assets without direct wallet custody. They offer traditional market access, on-chain assets held in public structures, and a compliant path to broader participation. In other words, DATs bridge the gap between DeFi and TradFi, which is exactly the kind of infrastructure Stronghold was built to support. Digital asset treasuries represent the future of treasury management evolving in real time. At Stronghold, we're already building the tools that make this kind of interoperability possible. From pay-by-bank embedded payments to token-powered merchant financing with SHX, we're designing infrastructure that works across both traditional and modern digital rails. Other themes we heard loud and clear at SALT. Institutional token trading is ramping up. Stablecoins are getting serious attention. Wyoming is innovating on the state level. And yes, Bitcoin still commands the room. Bitcoin forever was literally said out loud and more than once. Also, Eric Trump and American Bitcoin made appearances on stage and in the networking circles. It was that kind of summit. The takeaway, digital asset treasuries are more than a trend. They're a turning point, and Stronghold is ready. We're building the future of finance.
So there you have it from Tammy Camp in relation to the Stronghold conference, in which Stronghold were key sponsors alongside industry giants. And really what she's saying there is what I've been saying all along, in the fact of Stronghold, they say they are building, but they have already built large parts of that infrastructure and architecture to be able to bring about the utilization and modernization of payment in the US and globally. And really, the way in which this is going and the way in which Stronghold was built, Stronghold Net, is really to absorb and be a interface and a gateway into those new pools of liquidity and assets and on-chain volume. That's essentially what Stronghold Net is. It's giving that interoperability level as an interface to be able to access the things like DeFi and crypto payments and staking and rewards, governance voting, all of those benefits to, as I say, allow institutional adoption. This is where the game changes. This is where suddenly, maybe in a few months' time or maybe in a few years' time, the average person can't acquire large amounts of these assets because they've already appreciated in price, and the majority of holders are institutional ones. So that's really the journey that I see Stronghold and SHX going on, and have been sharing that what I've been seeing for years now with you guys. And I think that really it's just the beginning. If anyone is concentrating on short term price action, know that, like I say, when they do flip the switch, and that could be in a variety of different ways, then what you'll see is that institutional money flow rapidly into these chains, and some of them are going to really start to explode, not only in interest and volume and potentially price, but also really in utility. Like I say, it's not too far away, in my eyes, that this really, all of the action and all of the things that they're sharing directly now from official accounts really only points to what is happening, and really happening on chain as well as off chain. We can see that here from Mind Crypto that they've got a staging wallet. It's been speculated, and this wallet also receives ether from large players like B2C2 and Galaxy and CB and Gemini and Cumberland and DRW and Crypto.com. So what is Stronghold really involved in, and at what level are they involved in when it comes to institutional adoption of crypto? And I would say it's at the highest level. I know it's at the highest level. And so really, anyone getting bogged down or depressed about short-term action needs to kind of zoom out slightly, because once this thing starts to roll, it'll snowball. That's what's going to happen. It's going to snowball. The same with XRP. But I think, given that the market cap that Stronghold has, it has so much room to grow, that really it's going to have some serious, potentially violent moves upwards. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I've been telling you that, like, I've been saying this for quite some time. So we'll see. We'll see who's right. I will be back on Wednesday. Apologies for the missing or the delay in this episode. The last couple of days I've had a throat infection. I haven't been well. And then I am just really busy and traveling as well. So I will be back on Wednesday for episode 60. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a fantastic rest of day and weekend. I hope the beginning of next week is very productive and fruitful for you. And I will see you on Wednesday for episode 60.